So I woke up this morning with an idea to make a video. I was really excited about it. I had been thinking about it for a while. It was brewing around in my mind vault for a while, but I finally got it on paper today to do a video called Hyper Internet. Hi. So lately I've been in this mindset of trying to make simple videos for my YouTube channel because I have this terrible habit of just like way overcomplicating every type of video shoot that I end up doing, and I end up spending weeks and months trying to finish projects because I just like can't get through this idea in my head that like I'm doing all this stuff by myself and it's taking me a million times longer to do things than if I was just to like literally ask any of my friends to help me do it. It turns out that my greatest strength and my greatest weakness as a filmmaker is that I can do everything. You know what I mean? So like, why wouldn't I? So enter this hyper internet video idea. I was pretty excited about this. It was kind of a simple enough idea, right? So I would like get up and I would spew some crazy conspiracy theories about how like machine learning is already fully realized and that all human beings are actually the brain of the computer and we just don't realize it yet. And then after generations of big data collection, we basically end up in a black hole of information from which there is no escape and we can't figure out if time is moving forwards or backwards anymore. You know, and then I was just gonna do that all on a green screen and be like, I'm a filmmaker, obviously. I want this to look good. If I can make it look good by myself, like, why don't I just use all of my gear? So for those of you who are just starting off filmmaking and wondering what kind of gear should you get to start off with, just literally use anything, okay? Anything that can record audio or video, just pick that up and do it. You know, I'm not trying to create any expectations with the amount of gear I have. Oliver gear. Oliver gear. Anyway, so then I set up the gear, and I set up this gear. We got everything: the lights, stands, cameras, actions, clamps, belt, fan, green screen, bird seed, Carl, mirror, plastic bag. Man, it was all there, man. And now to the acting part. Now, acting has always been a huge part of my life. Some of my acting influences, Keanu Reeves, is basically the reason that I ever even started acting when I was really, really little. And my favorite actor of all time, Nick Cage. And I know what you're thinking, but fight me. And so I just hopped on camera and slappa-lappa-bing-bonged around a little bit, and here we are now. Footage shot, needs to be edited. And, you know, I think this is really where we get to the meat of this video, because as some of you may be aware, I posted a couple of acting reels on my YouTube channel recently, and this is because I'm just interested in getting involved in other people's productions, you know, be able to take my acting abilities into somebody else's world rather than just trying to manage and maintain and control all the stuff myself. It's really difficult to do something big and cool. If you have a big cool idea, trying to pull it off by yourself can be so frustrating and time consuming, you know. And this hyper internet video is like a perfect example of that, because now this footage needs to be edited down, and then I need to get creative with my green screen effects, because I basically just shot one camera angle of me in front of a green screen doing all this weird stuff. And so that's gonna take days and days spread out over the course of months to get this thing done. This would probably sound a lot less exhausting to me if I was working with a group of other creative, like-minded people that all had accountability and stake in this project being good. You know, filmmaking has always been a place for me to just play around with story and get creative and do something that I hadn't done before, you know. And sometimes the discovery of the story doesn't even happen until right before you're about to start shooting for something, and that's kind of what happened in this case. So here's what I did. I decided I'm not going to make this green screen video. I'm actually going to make a documentary about me making this video, but I never actually make it. So now some of you at this point may be wondering, like, why would I go through the trouble of making a video about me making a video that I had no real intention of making? You know, if that's your real question, you're watching the wrong video. So what's the moral of the story? Is there one? What are we supposed to learn from all this? I don't know, honestly. Maybe this was the hyper internet video the entire time. Maybe the making of this video that never happened is like commentary on Fire Festival. It was all hype. It was never real to begin with, you know what I mean? But you enjoyed the documentaries about it, you know what I mean? But actually, this was the hyper internet video. Because this is a green screen. Always question your reality.